Last year, my cousin Grant begged me to open shop. With my elite bike tuning skills, I pulled in riders. Net profit, 860 grand. But he slapped 60 grand right in front of me.
Jason. Hard year, huh? The accounts are done. Here is your pay.
Grant, we agreed to partner up. Split it 50-50. You brought space, I brought skill. So why only 60 grand?
Jason, understand this. This place is mine. The gear is mine, and every time you buy parts, the price is too high. How much did I sink in? You think we split it 50-50 is fair?
A year ago, Grant came to me.
Jason, this time you must help me out. My repair shop is dying. I know you always loved motorcycles. You apprenticed at 14, back from a top shop. Just come work here. Then we split it 50-50.
Back then, I thought we were family, and I had the skill, so I said yes. When Grant first opened this repair shop, he knew nothing about business. It lost money every year. But over this year, I poured in everything. My reputation and skill. Brought in a crowd of riders with solid technique and the right parts. I worked dawn to dark, tuning bikes. That built today's success. But with this shop, you only provided space and funding. Everything else, from purchasing to tuning, I handled alone. Now it makes money. Backing out now feels wrong.
What feels wrong? You did the buying. Parts cost that much? How do we know? You never took a kickback? My husband let it slide. That was generous enough. Got it? Out there. A shop tuner makes how much? You want to split it 50-50? Never.
Come on, not like that. Jason worked hard. I saw that. This year, we leave it here. But next year's purchasing is no longer yours. When we profit, I'll give your share.
Fine. Then I will take the money. We stop here today. I am heading home.
Then I won't see you out.
If you ask me, we should kick him out.
What's the rush? After I drain him dry, then kick him out. That is not too late.
I thought it was family. Turns out, it was all a con. If that's how you see it, then my skills mean nothing. I'll use this 60 grand, and start over. Hello? Is this the landlord? Yes. The vacant shop across the street. I want to rent it.
This bike is my baby. You're the only shop in the province that would even take it.
Brother, around here, we've got the skill. We've got the quality. Just bring it by.
Relax. If it comes out good, I'll bring my friends, too.
You can rest easy. Take care. This is big business. Do it right.
$60 grand covers 6 months rent. Get it moving first. Buy gear later.
That buddy of yours was hanging around the empty unit across from you with a notebook, jotting things down.
So what? My little cousin knows nothing but bike repair. He's just a straight shooter. You're worrying for nothing.
You need to wake up. His skills could keep him alive solo. You need a way to learn his skills. Or if he walks, your shop is just an empty shell.
You're right. What do you want to do?
I'll call my brother over. Let him learn too, Jason's tuning skills. Then, we'll have double cover.
What are we waiting for? Bring him here fast. Jason, my brother-in-law, Owen Walsh, wants to learn your craft. Can you train him?
You're Jason Drake? Heard you fix bikes well. I'm here to learn. Let's get this straight. I want big money. If you can't deliver, I'm out.
You come for my skills, acting this cocky? Fine. Watch me mess with you. Fine. Since Megan vouched for you, you can stay.
Learn properly. Squeeze him dry.
Don't worry. Boss, it's late. Can we finish tomorrow?
If you want real skill, you have to grind. Come early tomorrow. 6 sharp.
6? After working this late? That's exploitation.
Then don't come.
Early or late, you still teach me everything.
Of course. I told you to memorize the core engine parts. Did you?
One look at that stuff, and I know it. Why memorize?
Fine. Then when it's time, I'll just tell you what goes where. He thinks wrenching is easy work, but his slacking works for me. Once I'm gone, let's see you act tough.
Jason Drake, the citywide motorcycle rally is starting. For our shop, this is prime exposure.
What does that have to do with us?
How does it not? You tune the bike. It races under our shop's name. If it takes first, The whole city knows Drake Brothers Motorcycles.
Racing needs a rider and a race bike. Where is the bike?
The bike? Use the shop's old race bike. Parts come from us. Do not sweat the cost. As for the rider, you always wanted to race, right? So you ride. Win the title, double bonus.
He says double bonus, but he will pocket it all. Still, this is a real chance. Fine, I am in.
That is my brother. Work hard. I will treat you right.
It is just tuning a bike. How hard is that?
How is your training going? This time, we are rushed. No time for you to practice.
Relax. I have learned pretty much enough.
Good. Once you learn all his tricks, next time, I can give you the shot.
Jason, what needs changing on this bike?
Engine, suspension and brakes too.
I say just swap the full exhaust, then flash a stage 2 tune. Horsepower goes right up.
That can work, but it takes experience. This Owen Walsh really is simple-minded. These adjustments cannot be sloppy at all.
Experience? I just need to record your technique. Then, I copy it move for move.
He thinks watching playback will teach him. When I leave, hope he can build one bike.
I have something today. I am heading out early.
Yeah, I can watch it alone. Engine compression ratio, set it to 13:1. Polish the intake and exhaust ports. Swap in stiffer shock springs. Joe, it is Jason Drake. I wanted to ask, do you have race-grade brake pads? Yeah, I need to tune a race bike for a rally. How much? Okay, reserve one set for me. Once this bike is finished, it will not just win. It will show the whole scene what I can really do.
That bike turned out to be rebuilt from an old one. Now that's interesting.
We only run imported bikes here. A local build, and he still raced it.
That breaking point is insane.
Number 7. From 9th place to 3rd. Its corner speed is terrifying.
Made it through. Our bike made it through.
Yes, that'll bring in more business.
Who tuned number 7? The control is unreal. Word is, it's Drake Brothers Motorcycles, a shop bike.
So what if it's good? I could build one too. Anyway, I've already filmed all the tuning footage.
This bike was built by Drake Brothers Motorcycles. Come take a look.
If you want the championship, come here. We tune bikes here.
Hello, Mr. Drake. I'm the speed team manager. Your tuning skills and riding are both top-notch. Any interest in joining our team?
I'll think it over.
He's one of my guys. If you need anything, tell me. Bro, don't bail. We just got famous.
Don't worry, Grant. The final isn't over yet. Once the final's over, my new shop opens.
A grease monkey dares race the final. Race the final. If you're smart, move aside. Don't make me hit you.
Bring it on.
That grease monkey can ride, but I'll show you what pro means.
Jason Drake's bike got hit. I see brake fluid leaking. Looks like this rider still lacks experience.
Front brake's gone. No good. Now it's back-to-back turns. He has to roll off first. Rear brake and engine braking to scrub speed. The rest is weight shift.
What am I seeing? Jason Drake's bike clearly has a problem. Yet on lap 2, his lap time is only half a second slower. For a bike with only rear brake, that's already a miracle.
Bastard.
I saw the rally, so I came. Jason's skills are unreal. Today, I'm making him tune my bike.
Easy, easy. One at a time. Our shop does rock-solid work.
Sorry. I just got back. One day off. I'll tune bikes tomorrow. Here's my contact. Call me anytime.
They came for your name. Jason, don't kill the mood. So many tune jobs today. Do you know what refusing costs?
Look at him. What is that attitude? Did he forget who gave him this job?
Let's straighten him out. He thinks he's untouchable. Jason, what's your problem?
Can't I take a break?
Break after the cash is in hand.
Since you brought up cash, where's the bonus? You promised for the title?
You're obsessed with money. Every word is cash, cash, cash. Grant got you into that race. Otherwise, you'd never have that honor.
Exactly. Honor. You got it. Cash will follow. Why cling to small change?
Bottom line, you're breaking our deal.
Breaking what deal? The cash isn't in yet. You want it now? No way.
Fine, then we're done here. Keep the shop. I quit.
Don't think this shop needs you to survive. Listen, I gave you all your glory.
Jason, don't be ungrateful. Without my husband taking you in, you'd still be working for someone else. So what, champion? You won on our shop's bike. Want more money? Then open your own shop.
Enjoy it while you can. The real show comes next.
No skills? Then work for me.
Owen, how much have you learned from Jason?
What?
Jason's got a rebel streak. We've given him plenty. He still won't work. I'm firing him now. He'll be our bike tuner. 10,000 a month.
I've learned a lot. But it's still early. I may not work as fast as him. But his moves, I've got on video.
You're still my little brother. Owen's smart. This time, Jason, is useless to me.
Perfect. Then all the bike jobs that come our way, you take them.
That's a pro race bike. I may not have enough footage, but I know he has special build plans. I'll steal them first.
He carries them on him. Tonight he'll probably be working on his own bike. Take more shots while he's busy.
Okay.
Once the bike is ready, I can set up shop. No more taking abuse from Grant and his wife.
Jason's still busy.
Why are you here so late?
Jason, you're the champion now. I had to come and learn more.
That Owen is a lazy bum. Looks like he wants my bike build plans, but my stuff won't be easy to take. Good, that's the attitude. Come here, I'll show you how to fit the brakes. Right, I just thought of a better setup. I'll revise the build plan, then follow that blueprint.
Really? Thanks, Jason.
Owen, come here. Build it from this blueprint.
Okay, I'm on it.
Jason, starting today, do not come back. We have the tech now. We don't need you.
Grant, you mean that too?
Jason, you passed on easy money, so we're done working together. Besides, we have Owen now. Your skills, he learned them all.
Good, I was quitting anyway.
Then get out. Stop blocking our business.
Suit yourselves. This shop's equipment, all brand new. A tuning bench I designed myself, tools that fit my hands, plus a batch of imported high-performance parts. With all this, my shop will blow up. Joe, hey, yeah, my new shop is opening. Help me reach a few old clients. Dinner's on me later. Riders, Jason's new shop opens tomorrow, right across from the old shop. Come show your support. Tomorrow, the show begins.
Oh, my son is home. I heard you won. I made your favorite braised pork. Wash up, dinner's ready.
How's work out there? Grant's shop doing okay? Oh, it's Grant.
Uncle, tomorrow, at the biggest restaurant in town, Hongbin Tower, I'm hosting a victory dinner to celebrate our shop winning the citywide motorcycle rally. You and Auntie have to come.
Good, good. I'll be there. After all, this is Jason's honor. Son, you did well this time. The Drake family finally raised real talent.
Yeah.
I heard your shop made good money this year.
Mom, Dad, I don't work for Grant anymore.
Why? Weren't you partners?
He made over 800 grand. He gave me 60. So I went solo.
How much? 800 grand, and you got 60? That's a ripoff.
Didn't he promise 50-50? Your cousin said it himself.
Mom, you never know people's hearts.
Tomorrow, I'm going to Grant and getting this straight.
Honored elders, brothers and sisters, I invited you here today. First, to celebrate Drake Brothers Motorcycles taking the city championship. Second, to show everyone that I, Grant Drake, made it.
Our Grant is now a real big boss in town. One order runs tens of grand.
That's impressive. Now our family has a champion too.
Sure, it's a small, domestic race, but still impressive. And the money's great too.
From now on, we'll fix bikes here.
You have to. Tune me 1-2. A bike that can win.
Uncle, Auntie, you came. Sit. Let me introduce someone. This is our Drake Motorcycles custom tuning master. With him here, all your bikes can win championships.
Listen to him. Dad's face went dark. He was about to rush up, but I held him back. At the banquet, Grant took center stage. He kept saying the bike market was booming. Then he said, after winning the race, his guys would be swamped. As he talked, he steered the topic to me.
Jason here has one real strength. He works hard. But in the bike business, hard work alone does not make big money. Customer care, promotion, the guts to invest, that is how you really make bank. He followed me and learned a lot. Even after leaving my shop, his future will still be better. You all tell me, as his big brother, am I not looking out for him?
You bet.
Real generous. Mr. Drake really made it, and he still helps his little brother.
He should be looked after. After all, Jason just keeps his head down and works. He cannot do anything big. He just puts in the labor and learns from Grant to grow.
When I heard that, I did not get mad. I stood up and raised my glass. Grant, thanks for looking after me all year. This one's for you. I tipped my head back and finished the drink in one go. Everyone froze. Grant looked at me, and smugness flashed in his eyes. He thought I had swallowed his story. But in truth, I was just using one drink to cut off everything between us. I left the restaurant with my parents. My parents were choked up.
Son, you have been wronged.
Mom, I am fine. Ever since I took that 60,000 yuan, I stopped treating that cousin like family.
Your shop, is it holding up? Got enough cash?
Dad, don't worry. My skills did not come from him. I built them myself, over more than 10 years. He cannot take them. Dad, Mom, let's go. I need to get back to the shop. I still have a lot to do. The only calls at this hour come from one kind of guy, a dealer just back from out of town.
Ghost hand, little brother. You still there? Grant's side.
I'm solo now. Hal, why so pissed?
That bastard Grant, while you were away, he found some rookie to inspect the bike. I just brought back a Kawasaki H2 from Guangdong. Carbon fiber body, factory supercharger, all original, all stock, best of the best. Grant swore the turbo was tampered with. He tried to shave off 50 grand, like I was born yesterday.
My pulse jumped. A factory supercharged Kawasaki H2. In the whole central region, in the bike scene, that limited edition dream bike everyone wanted. If I could land it, I could make my name fast, and at least double the profit. Hal, I'll take it.
Good. I'd rather let it rot in my hands than sell it cheap, that backstabbing bastard Grant. Ghost hand, little brother, for your sake, I'll stick to market price. But you know the rule. For hard goods, cash on pickup, 180 grand. Bring the cash by dawn and haul it away.
180 grand. I only had less than 2 grand left. And Hal's deadline was only hours away. Grant's guys were probably still stalling over there, but they could catch on any second. Winner takes all. Tonight. Rex. It's Jason. On the other end was South Lake South's top biker club boss, Rex Long. 3 months ago, Grant, from Guangzhou, brought in refurbished brake pumps, passed off as new, and fitted them on the club's BMW S1000RR batch for track upgrades. On delivery day, during my test ride, I heard air bubbles in the brake line. Rex. These brake pumps are faulty. I paid out of pocket, from Hangzhou overnight, at top dollar, for factory brake pumps. That saved Rex's reputation. So Rex owed me one.
Ghost hand. Calling this late. What's the emergency?
Rex, I'm on my own now. My shop's across from Grant's, in the old car wash. Hal has a Kawasaki H2. Original spec, original paint, supercharged. Grant's guys are lowballing him. I need to grab it first, but I'm short on capital. Lend me 180,000. Once I build this H2, your club guys track orders, I'll take it cost. Deal?
Grant conned me last time. I haven't settled that. If you can go solo, South Lake South's high-end tuning is yours from now on. Send your account. Money hits now. Call it my opening deposit.
3 minutes later, I drove off. In that rented junk flatbed, straight to Hal's warehouse.
Boss Hal, Grant says, your bike's H2 supercharger shows removal marks. Carbon fiber fairings look aftermarket. Cold engine sounds off. By our rules, 130 grand tops. If you won't sell, at this hour, All South Lake South, besides our tuning shop. Who can take this beast?
Bullshit. I picked this up myself, from its first owner in Guangdong. Grant thinks I am a mark.
Does he really think that with the title comes the eye for it and the touch? The carbon weave lines up. Factory sealant is intact. The supercharger, housing neck marks are untouched. Cold start, deep, solid note. Exhaust pulses are even. This bike is the best of the best. Hal, I am taking this H2. At your market price, 180 grand.
Jason, you're insane. You dare steal my bike? With your 60 grand? He is a broke nobody. Hal, do not get conned.
Huh?
You little punk. Where'd you get money?
Mr. Drake, his payment cleared. That price-slashing trick of yours, save it for idiots.
Jason, you got guts. You think grabbing it means you won? Without Drake Motors, name and customer base. Who buys your tuned H2? I'll watch you get stuck with it, then crawl back to me.
You think tonight's score is just one H2? The best is still ahead. My heart kicked hard. Yamaha R1M, a pure track machine, a top-tier beast, new, 300 to 400 grand. If Hal was right, just a wrecked bike, then this was. Gold buried in scrap metal. I followed Hal at once, deep into the warehouse. Corner. Half under a rain tarp, sat a Yamaha R1M. I saw it right away. The right side showed crash damage. Front forks, slightly bent. Engine and frame looked suspect. In this business, I'd clawed through 10 full years. My eyes could spot whether a cylinder was scored and judge precisely hidden frame damage. I checked it carefully, the bike's true condition. The frame was not bent. In the crash, only the front forks took force. The main frame was intact. This R1M's engine and frame were both solid.
Well, any hope?
No structural damage. Swap the forks, swap the fairings, reflash the ECU. This R1M will hit harder than new.
If it were clean, it'd sell for over 200 grand. But wrecked like this, if you dare take it, 80 grand, tow it away. Call it helping me. Clear some inventory pressure.
I forced down my excitement, pulled out my phone, and paid. The bike was mine. I swapped in, rushed overnight from Hangzhou, the factory brake pads. The wait was torture. If my call was wrong, that 80 grand was gone. But if this bet hit, then this was my real comeback stake. 5:30 in the morning. First light touched the sky. I tightened the last single bolt, then I stood up, soaked in sweat. I got on the bike, turned the key. The dash lit up. Every self-check passed. I hit the starter. The engine fired at once. That crossplane crank roared like a deep, angry beast. I rode it out to the lot by the shop, then eased it into a turn. The bike stayed flat. Its cornering stance was steady as rails welded down. Throttle sound, normal. Brakes, normal. The build was a success.
What the hell? These few orders you cannot handle? What good are you?
These jobs are seriously hard.
Hard, my ass. Give this to Jason, and in half an hour he would finish it. You wasted a whole day.
Mr. Drake, next weekend is South Lake Circuit Open Day. My Ducati V4S needs race ECU and full Akrapovic exhaust. Get Ghost Hand Jason on it. I want a top 3 lap.
Joe, that tech took today off. Come back tomorrow.
Grant never saw it coming. His old client, Joe, asked for Jason to tune his bike.
Took off? Your whole shop runs on Ghost Hand alone. If he is off, who do I go to?
Maybe Let Owen try it.
That slick new punk? I ride track days. Do not use my bike for his practice. If you botch this, your Grant Drake motorcycle's name is finished.
Joe, give me one more day. I promise that Ducati V4S gets its race ECU flashed. The full Akrapovic exhaust, I can source it. I will pay double the penalty, but do not cut off our 3-year friendship.
Joe held nothing back. His words hit Grant hard. Grant was terrified.
Grant Drake, you've got the nerve to bring up those 3 years? Back then, Ghost Hand was in your shop, holding the floor, owning the tech, or you would have shut down. The open day entry form. I already filed it. If Jason had not fit me in, I would be laughed off. From today on, my bike and every order from the South Lake crew with Grant Drake motorcycles are done. Figure it out.
A few rival shop owners stood outside Grant Drake motorcycles, whispering to each other, grinning at the show.
Grant, don't worry. I just got back from the next city, from a private seller, a big lot of cheap upgrade parts. Bowline suspension, Brembo calipers, and Scorpion exhausts. Half the market price. We just flip them, and we can make back today's loss. We're rich.
Where are they? Get them into the shop, fast.
Hey Grant, this...
What's that smell? The logo's off. Why is this caliper piston stuck? You call this genuine Brembo? These are counterfeit refurbished parts. No, even refurbished parts are better than this. They were stripped from a wreck, then spray painted.
Probably faked a refurb tag. That's how they got past the test ride.
In the tuning world, there's a kind of reseller who strips wreck yards for crash bike calipers and shocks, then sprays them over, prints fake labels, and sells them as factory parts. Put that on a bike at highway speed, and if the brakes fail, it's a crash that kills. Back when I was here, those sellers couldn't even get inside Drake Garage. Now Owen, that amateur, is being treated like a fat pig to butcher. What's worse, Owen dumped the counterfeit refurbished parts onto the shop shelves, mixed them with the genuine performance parts. All together, the real Scorpion exhausts and the counterfeit ones were on the same shelf. The boxes were identical. The labels were identical. You could not tell them apart. When I was around, I checked every part, the moment it came in. One look at the welds, a touch of the paint, a tap for the sound, and I knew in 3 seconds. Now I'm gone, and Grant can't even tell which shelf parts are real and which are fake. Once those counterfeit refurbished parts go onto a customer's bike and there's a crash, the Drake Garage name isn't just ruined, it's shattered.
Ghost Hand, you've got killer taste. This R1M, South Lake Circuit Open Day. I'm racing it in the final. Name your tuning price.
Rex, don't hog him. My Ducati V4S needs a slot too. On the open day lap board, I'm taking top 3.
Easy everyone. Today is Ghost Hand's first day on my own. Track builds are priced by labor. Big bikes start at 30 grand. One rule: money first, then I work. My account balance started jumping like crazy. 30 grand, 60, 100. At Grant's, 1 whole year, only paid me 60 grand. This morning alone, just deposits, hit 200 grand, right as my balance was shooting through the roof. Grant Drake called me.
Jason, you play rough. You took that H2 and R1M for yourself. Now Rex and Joe both ran to you. Sell me that H2. I'll pay double list. No, I'll add 100 grand bonus. Don't burn every bridge.
100 grand, Grant? That only buys a little brotherhood. You taught me. A man should be grateful. Keep that 100 grand for your new tech director. Pay his salary. Then I hung up on him. I knew this was only the start. The tuning world was about to change. Today, my dad had an old illness, flare-up, and got hospitalized. I took every cent to the hospital. 600,000.
I told you already. Make Jason go back to Grant and beg forgiveness. You refused. Happy now? He dumped 60 grand into that crappy tuning shop. Did not even make a splash. How can he pay the 5,000 hospital bill?
Uncle, please lend me 2,000 first. Next month I will go to a diner, wash dishes and pay you back.
I have no money.
Hey.
Mom, do not borrow it.
Huh? Yeah, Jason, where did you get this much money?
Hi nurse. My father, Bernard Drake, has surgery booked today. Please move him to a top floor private VIP care room. This, 200 grand, is the prepaid hospital fee and the surgery deposit.
Jason, where did you really get this money?
I earned it. Mom, I told you, we never have to read anyone's mood again. From now on, Dad can recover in peace. And you will not wash dishes again.
Jason, my boy. I knew it. You were born for business. Look, your uncle, my little shop. Cash is tight right now. Could you maybe...
I risked my life for that money. It has nothing to do with freeloading relatives. Great uncle looked mortified. He could only slink away. After settling my parents in, I left the hospital. Today's big opening win was only step 1. Grant is dumb, but his dad still has roots, all through South Lake tuning. He would never watch me rise. Sure enough, soon after, Hal called me.
Ghost hand, brother. Big trouble.
Hal, talk.
Grant's dad stepped in. He laid down the law. Across South Lake tuning, every parts wholesaler and supplier, anyone who dares sell you 1 screw, is crossing his family. They will be finished in this trade.
So he cuts my supply.
Yeah, but you guys are all Drakes. How did family start fighting family?
Hal, Grant's father, left after his divorce years ago. He walked out on the Drakes. He even changed his name. He barely counts as one of us. If Grant's shop hadn't blown up back then, we might never have reached that old man.
Then what now?
South Lake Circuit Open Day. It starts the day after tomorrow, right?
Yeah, entries are already full. Rex and his guys are prepping. Why ask?
Good. I will show the Drake clan. South Lake Tuning's whole sky is not their backyard. Now, in South Lake South, inside an old tea house room, Grant Drake's father, in South Lake City's tuning scene, Old Man Drake, Victor Drake, sat upright in a grand chair, taking his time, skimming tea leaves from his cup. On both sides sat more than 10 of South Lake City's biggest tuning parts wholesalers and suppliers, including Hal. Every face there looked grim. Victor set down his tea bowl and scanned the room.
Gentlemen, I, Victor Drake, in South Lake City's tuning circle, have eaten for 20 years. My son was careless. That kid Jason found a crack. But rules are rules. Starting today, all South Lake City wholesalers and suppliers, if anyone dares sell even 1 bolt to Jason, you are smashing my rice bowl. His shop in South Lake City will never get 1 legit tuning part.
Ghost hand, brother. I'm sorry. Victor Drake issued an industry blacklist. Us parts guys, we have families to feed. We can't risk our families' livelihoods on you. South Lake Circuit Open Day is almost here, but these parts, we already can't give you 1.
Hal, don't say that. You guys need to eat. I get it. South Lake Circuit Open Day was near. Every bike shop was rushing its race prep. But Victor's blacklist came down, and every supplier froze. Hal, you can't just refuse me. Take every tuning part, good and bad, and dump it on Grant.
Here is why.
On Grant's shop shelves, Owen just slipped in a batch of counterfeit refurbished parts. Refurbished calipers, refurbished shocks, fake Akrapovic exhausts, all mixed with the real stuff. He cannot tell. If you sell parts to him now, you are handing him a ticking bomb. On Open Day, hundreds of eyes will be on the track. If any bike has counterfeit refurbished parts and cannot break the Drake shop sign, will not need me to smash it.
Brother, that is vicious.
As for my supply, I have a way. Hello, Mr. Cole. It is Jason Drake.
Well, Ghost Hand, my brother. Now that is a surprise. Your side is Victor Drake's turf, right? Why call me?
Mr. Cole, South Lake Circuit Open Day is almost here. That batch you have, race shocks from Japan, Brembo GP4 calipers, full titanium Akrapovic exhausts. Do not let them sit in Hangzhou. Truck them to South Lake tonight. I will take all of it.
All of it? Brother, that is a full 3 million in top-shelf parts. Enough to build 30 race bikes. The stock alone costs that much. Can you handle it?
I only have 600,000 cash. But I will stake half of South Lake's future high-end tuning market as collateral. Send the parts to my shop first. Within 3 days after Open Day, I pay you back with interest. Mr. Cole, will you bet with me?
My life, Caleb Cole's life, was saved by you. Why would I not bet? Your craft is worth that much. Load the trucks tonight. South Lake in 3 hours.
Victor Drake, you think locking down South Lake, this tiny tuning pond, can trap me, Jason Drake? Tonight, I ride the wind of South Lake Circuit Open Day and flip this whole sky over. On Open Day, every tuner in town was grabbing the last parts. Victor Drake's blacklist made everyone think my shelves were running dry. But outside my shop, the R1M and H2 were fully dialed in, cold under the streetlights.
Ghost hand, do you have enough parts? I heard Victor Drake cut off all your supply. Those last few bikes, if you cannot finish them... No way, that's insane. Where did you get these?
Victor locked down South Lake, not the whole country.
Grant, old man Drake is still the boss. One blacklist from him, and that broke nobody Jason. Cannot get one screw.
Yesterday, we took every supplier's parts and bought them all. Half the warehouse is stacked. In all South Lake, besides us, nobody has stock.
Jason is nothing. He wants to fight me? Rex thinks he is hot stuff? Joe still refuses to work with me. Wait till they beg me. I will make them call me boss at my door.
Race day. Hundreds of riders, from all over the province, lined the track. Engines roaring, shook our eardrums.
Lap times start now.
This time, I didn't race. I watched Rex and the others tear up the track. I watched Rex run 3 laps. He took first place. A full second and a half faster than last year's best time. I finally breathed easy. At that moment, Grant and Victor's faces were dark as a storm cloud. The cigar in Grant's hand had gone out. And worse, the 2 bikes Drake's shop built. The S1000 RRs hit the track. Grant found 2 last-minute riders, 2 young track guys.
Hey, the brakes failed. You okay?
The riders on the sidelines went wild.
That last move almost launched him. Who tuned this bike, huh?
Niru Miningejimins. Niru Miningejimins. But Panin Hudaming and South. Ulisa, that's a counterfeit refurb part, right?
The brakes Drake's shop installed are counterfeit refurbished parts. Send it to the group chat. Hurry, send it.
Didn't you say all the shop's parts were genuine?
I don't know.
Owen handled that shipment.
Track open day. It was already the whole South Lake City tuning scene, all watching. The counterfeit brake failure blew up on social media. In under half an hour, it spread across the whole track. Earlier, those old customers, who had been lingering at Grant's shop, turned around on the spot and headed for my shop.
Boss, we're screwed. The batches we got in yesterday, of Olin's shocks and Brembo calibers, this morning. Amami Nanisazoms, Anomin Hundig, opened them up, and they were all counterfeit refurbished parts. The pistons were seized, the shock rods were welded, the brake pads were fake. Customers are crowding the shop entrance and saying they'll call the cops.
In the empty space outside the shop, the boxes that were piled there yesterday were packed with parts, now all torn open. On the shock stamping rod, you could clearly see weld marks. Even the paint couldn't hide them. After the Brembo calipers were opened, the pistons were covered in rust. The pad friction material peeled right off. The Scorpio exhaust welds were all crooked. The fake label letters were misspelled. A dozen old customers surrounded the shop entrance, holding the parts they had torn open and cursing nonstop.
Grant! The Brembo calipers you sold me! On the track, at my first hard braking point, the lever went straight to the bar. I almost hit the wall. I took it off and checked it. The pistons were seized. The brake line was full of air bubbles. Are you trying to kill me on the track? And this Ducati of mine?
I put your counterfeit shocks on it for qualifying. On corner entry, the rear wheel suddenly wobbled. It almost threw me off. Opened it up, and the damping valve was welded. The spring was pulled from an old bike. I've raced for over 10 years. First time I've seen this.
I bought this from him yesterday. The Scorpio exhaust sounded wrong the moment I fitted it. Opened it up, and there was no packing inside. It was hollow. Fake! I bought this Brembo master cylinder from him. It started leaking oil on day 1. I almost got rear-ended on the highway.
Grant, are you trying?
To make a joke out of our lives? You even dared fit counterfeit parts on open race bikes. Counterfeit refurbished parts.
Counterfeit shocks, fake brakes, fake exhausts, half a warehouse of stock, and not one genuine piece. If these parts go on the track, and even one fails, someone could crash, someone could die. Grant bought counterfeit refurbished parts cheap and passed them off as genuine. Now all the riders in South Lake City are blocking his shop door and demanding an explanation.
No, impossible. This batch is what I paid $2 million for. I even took my dad's company funds.
At his breaking point, a few business vans pulled up outside Drake Motorcycles, the South Lake track open. Director Walsh from the committee, Scorpion Exhaust China, Rep. Mr. Cole, Brembo Central China, Boss, Mr. Lewis, and a few board members from the South Lake Tuning Club all got out. Grant saw a lifeline and rushed over.
Director Walsh, Mr. Cole, you're here to pick up goods, right? I still have another batch of counterfeit refurbished parts. I won't sell those. Real parts, half off. No, 10%.
Grant, are you out of your mind? The South Lake Track Open is a provincial event. Use your refurbished brakes to kill a rider?
Then why come to my shop?
We were just passing through. The teams meet at the intersection ahead. We're going to Jason's. Jason moved in. 300,000 in top shelf stock. All genuine. Brembo, Scorpion exhaust. For today's open. All the team's parts come from Jason. Jason's fair. During the open, prices don't rise a cent. Install and tuning included. Now every team in South Lake City is lining up at his place.
The Open Committee just had a meeting. Starting today, Drake Motorcycles is barred from the open parts supply and blacklisted for good. Your counterfeit refurbished parts will be checked by the Commerce Bureau. As for your sign, let it gather dust.
I bought all these myself. Refurbished parts.
Grant got greedy and sold them as real. Now all the South Lake riders are blocking his shop door. They want an explanation. This mess ended up on him. Soon after, Grant's father, Victor Drake, heard the news. He rushed back overnight, as if checking whether it was real.
Useless bastard! You ruin everything! 2 million! You stole my companies. 2 million cash to buy counterfeit refurbished junk. Now you dragged my name in South Lake Tuning. 20 years of reputation, straight into the mud.
Papers scattered everywhere. More than a dozen letters from teams and brands. Grant picked one up. His hands shook hard.
At the open race, you had no real parts. Under the contract, you must refund every advance payment, plus triple damages. Rex's team alone wants 1.5 million. Add Joe and the other teams. This rotten debt is almost 5 million.
Dad, help me. Talk to Director Walsh. Talk to them. Our Drake name has ruled South Lake Tuning for years. They have to respect you.
Respect? In South Lake now, I have none left. Do you even know? Market regulators came this afternoon. They sealed your shop. Your idiot cousin Owen tried mounting refurbished calipers onto a bike at a roadside shop. They caught him and called police. Now riders statewide know. Drake Motorcycles sold refurbished parts. Fake brakes. At the open race, someone nearly died. My name, Victor Drake. 30 years of trust, you destroyed in one day. This 5 million hole, you fill it yourself. If you cannot, get ready for prison. I, Victor Drake, will have no son.
In the end, this debt landed right on his own head. Grant, with 2 million in counterfeit refurbished parts, by his own hand, he sent himself into the abyss. South Lake Circuit, after open day ended, my order book got 2 fingers thicker. Rex's R1M topped the lap chart. Joe's Ducati V4S took 3rd place. Both bikes wore the temporary badge from the Southside Car Wash. That badge was just a marker sketch of a wrench. But now, in South Lake City's tuning scene, that wrench worked better than any sign.
Ghost Hand, you are unreal. This V4S rockets out of corners. It is faster than last year, by a full bike length, 3rd on open day. In my whole life, first time on a podium.
He only flashed my ECU, corner exit ignition timing, advanced by half a degree, top speed on the straight, pulled 800 more revs, 800 revs, 1st and 2nd place, we're half a wheel apart. That is the limit.
Easy, everyone. Today is just the start. 30 grand for 1st, 20 grand for 3rd. Like we agreed, next month Central China. Open race, I am taking it. In 3 open day days, my parts sold out completely. After paying Mr. Cole 3 million for stock and shipping. In these 3 days, I netted a full 3 million, more than I would make. Working for Grant 50 years, Rex won the South Lake Circuit Open Race Championship. Joe took 3rd. Both podium bikes carried my wrench badge. From that day on, everyone in the tuning scene knew. They trusted parts, not shop signs. They trusted me, Jason Drake. These hands and these eyes. Mr. Cole, the extra 300 grand is your profit share. From now on, top coastal parts for South Lake City are mine.
Ghost Hand, you are a money god. 3 million in stock, cleared in 3 days, plus 300 grand profit share. From now on, your parts. I will escort personally, straight to you. No one can block your stock.
I hung up, then called Hangzhou, a professional tuning equipment dealer's number. Hello, Mr. Warren? A dyno and an alignment rig, a race-grade ECU tuning bench, 1 set each. Yes, full payment. Install them in my shop tomorrow. This fight had only just begun. They wanted me blacklisted. Then I would use that 3 million to upgrade my shop into the most professional track grade tuning base in Central China. I would rip down the sign they were so proud of. Half a month later, South Lake City's parts, old distribution hub, Capital Mods Market, Old Man Drake's turf. On a normal weekend, this place should be packed. Bikers coming in small trucks for parts, haggling. But today, the market was dead quiet. Only a few small vendors were playing cards at the door.
Old Man Drake. Over by the South Lake track today, several big convoys, and even the city's top 50 mod shops, all skipped our market for parts.
Where did they go?
They didn't even go to the South District Car Wash. Jason Drake's little punk set up a Ghost Hand Track Services fleet and launched direct-to-shop parts delivery. He bought 5 specialized transport trucks and built his own delivery fleet. Shop owners just place an order in the group. His fleet delivers straight to the shop at dawn. Climate-controlled, shockproof. They inspect on arrival. 100% pass rate. If one breaks, he pays on the spot. That's total beatdown. He not only cut out the shop's own pickup runs and delivery costs, he pushed genuine parts guarantees to the max. Those shop owners, if they aren't stupid, know who to choose.
Victor Drake thought cutting off my local supply would kill me, but he never dreamed I'd go straight around Capital Mods Market, that old middleman, and build from factories on the southeast coast to pro cold storage, then to direct-to-shop delivery, and straight into the shops. Capital Mods Market, this Victor Drake, the place he'd ruled for 20 years, got completely sidelined by me.
Jason Drake. That's a brutal move.
You guys, what's this?
What now? You're about to owe millions in debt. I'm not leaving. I'm not staying to starve with you.
Brother-in-law, I can't do anything. The client is suing you. It has nothing to do with me.
No, it's all your fault. You made me drive Jason off. None of you are leaving.
Grant, who are you yelling at? You said yourself, Jason was just a grease monkey. Kick him out for 60 grand. Now it's blown up, and you want us to take the fall.
Megan, stealing the blueprints was your idea. You had your brother replace Jason. That was your idea too. Now it's all on me?
Brother-in-law, don't frame me. You told me to steal the blueprints. You told me to mod the bike. I'm just a hired hand.
Just a hired hand. You blew the customer's bike up completely. That engine cost 150 grand. You call yourself a hired hand?
Jason gave you fake blueprints. Blame him.
And you still bring up Jason? Did you even learn his skills? Lazy good for nothing. I fed you, I housed you, and this is how you repay me?
Let go. You can't keep anyone. That's on you. Why blame me? Touch me again, I dare you.
Go on, hit me if you dare.
Stop fighting, both of you. You're humiliating yourselves. Grant, you've been spineless your whole life. Serves you right.
Sis, wait for me.
Come back, all of you. Come back. It's over. We're done.
At my Ghost Hand dispatch hub, dispatch center, business was up and running. A huge screen hung on the wall. It showed live 5 parts vans GPS locations across South Lake City on the map, blinking, driving straight to shops and race teams.
Jason, today's orders are full, 600,000 in sales.
Mr. Drake, there's a guy named Grant outside. He won't leave, like a mad dog.
Let him in. When Grant walked in, I barely recognized him. Grant looked rough. His eyes were sunk deep. He reeked of sour sweat. No sign of his old suit and tie self. The legs crossed, polished look.
Kid?
Around here, it's Mr. Drake.
Mr. Drake.
Grant, not home playing boss? You came to my dumpy wash shop. What for?
Jason, don't humiliate me. I was wrong. I was blind. Jason, we grew up together as cousins. Back when the shop made money, I took the big share, but I didn't stiff you, right? I still gave you 60,000 as your cut. Without that 60,000, where would you be now? I'm out of options. With penalties and debt, it's 5 million total. My dad kicked me out. Collectors hit me daily. They splashed paint on my place. Jason, for the sake of our brotherhood, lend me 5 million. No, 3 million is enough. Let me plug the hole. I'll drive for you. I'll wash your car. I'll haul parts.
Listening to him preach that sick brotherhood crap, I suddenly felt how absurd it was. People, when they are on top, they talk profit. When they fall in the mud, only then do they talk feelings. 3 years testing bikes for you. Burning nights, making money. That already paid off what I owed you. That 60,000 you gave me. Bought out the last tie between us.
Jason, do not get cocky. My dad still has connections. You think you have won? My dad ran South Lake City for 20 years. He will not surrender.
I did not even look at Grant, because I knew he was finished. But the real hard fight was behind him, that old fox, Victor Drake.
Jason, Victor Drake has lost it. He mortgaged 3 villas and 2 big parts warehouses, all to the bank, pulled out a huge pile of cash. I heard he locked down next year's East China Open, exclusive parts supply rights. He also signed 3 Japanese parts brands as China agent. He is trying to monopolize upstream supply, start a price war, and fight to the end.
The old fox finally pushed every chip onto the table. Victor Drake, if you want to bet your life, then I will show you what a real dead-end abyss is.
3 foreign brands, regional agency rights, all in my hands now. Jason Drake, what will you fight me with?
Dad, are we really staking every last card? If we do this, we will have nothing left.
Useless. Once we monopolize high-end parts supply, that kid Jason is dead. His little cash flow cannot take our 30% cut.
Old man Drake, 30 million bridge loan, not a cent short. 3% monthly interest, paid in 3 months. Read it clearly before signing.
Enough!
With this money, I can drive Jason out of South Lake. Dad, 3% a month, in 3 months, interest alone is nearly 3 million.
No bait, no wolf. If we crush Jason, the whole South Lake tuning market belongs to us. What is 3 million?
Jason confirmed. Victor Drake took 3 foreign brands for the district rights. He stocked up $50 million worth, and he said, all parts are going out 30% under us. Got it. Jason, our orders have already started dropping. Rex says a few fleets are already talking to Victor Drake's people. If this keeps up, in less than half a month, our market share will get eaten alive. Tell every driver. Paid leave starts tomorrow. Paid leave, Jason? We're not cutting prices? No, his buy price is higher than ours. He's dumping below cost. Every part he sells, he's losing money. He's burning loan shark cash. He won't last. Jason, our orders. The orders? I know. Chen didn't get it, but he still nodded and left. The South District Flood Basin. Victor Drake, you know tuning, but you don't know bikes. This business is weather-driven too.
Step right up, don't miss out. Whatever Ghost Hand gets, Lee's has it all. 30% cheaper, 30% off. Order today, delivery tomorrow.
That low-priced stock drew a flood of buyers. They swarmed in. One by one they were, like sharks smelling blood.
30% cheaper than Ghost Hand. Is that for real?
Fake one, pay tenfold. Look at the package. The factory seal's untouched.
Jason, let's see how long you last.
Jason, today's orders versus last week are down 70%. Rex called too. A few teams are buying from Lee's for now. Got it. Jason, are we really doing nothing? Even if we do not cut prices, we should at least push ads. At this rate, all our customers will be gone. Look. Victor's purchase price is 20% above market. He is selling 30% under cost. Every unit loses 50% net. His inventory is 50 million. If he sells it all, he loses 25 million. Add the loan shark's 30 million, plus 3 million interest. His total loss tops 50 million. 50 million? Can he take that? All his assets combined are under 40 million. He cannot take it. Then why do it? Because he thinks I cannot take it. He is betting I break first. Cash flow. Right now, every fleet driver is on paid leave. Dispatch only has you and me left. Jason, what about our customers? Let them buy from Lee's. When Victor sells out, they will come back. How do you know when he sells out? I glanced out the window. The sky was dark. On the far horizon, thick storm clouds pressed down. I knew the moment had come.
Dad, today's shipments alone match half a normal month. Jason's dispatch center barely has orders now. His fleet drivers are all on vacation.
Do not get cocky. All we did was move more stock. Every unit still loses money.
Dad, you spend big to win big. Once we force Jason out of Hunan, we own the market. Then prices are whatever we say.
I hope so. A downpour is coming.
Summer thunderstorms never last long.
I watched the typhoon track. It was a red alert. The warning popped up. Red alert. Super Typhoon Haiyan is making landfall. Because of it, the provincial capital will face once-in-a-century downpours. Here is what you asked for. Victor Drake's warehouse locations. Just as I thought. Jason, why did you have me check Victor Drake's warehouse files? Listen, a pro bike tuner does not just watch parts and tuning skill. He watches the weather too, because weather can hit motorcycle parts just as hard. Heavy rain does not just shut down bike races, it freezes parts sales. And worse, once stacked parts get damp, they are scrap. So this typhoon warning means... Exactly. Victor Drake poured all his cash into parts and price cuts. So of course, he had no money left for a real warehouse. And his current warehouse? is his own grave. That night's typhoon shattered the calm. For Victor and his son, sleep was impossible.
Bad news. Because of the typhoon, the races cannot run, so a lot of suppliers are returning goods.
What?
To move stock fast, we took no deposits. If they return it, all the compensation comes out of us.
Typhoon. Typhoon. Right, the warehouse.
At that moment, Victor Drake finally remembered his family's warehouse was badly placed and painfully crude.
Old man Drake, bad news. Water is flooding in. Outside the warehouse, water is half a meter deep. It is still pouring in.
Can you not run the pumps?
We did. Both pumps are on, but the water is too much. They cannot keep up. The drains are all clogged. Rainwater is backing up.
Move! The warehouse is flooding. 50 million in stock.
In that instant, Victor Drake lost it. He did not even grab a raincoat. He charged into the rain.
Dad, move the stock, now!
It is too late. Victor Drake looked up at the waterline. 10 minutes ago. When the old man called, it barely reached his ankles. Now it was near his waist.
Old man Drake, the upstream floodgates opened. This whole area is a flood zone.
Grant Drake stood there, waist deep in water. He watched crate after crate, each worth hundreds of thousands, get swallowed by the flood. The color in his face drained away, bit by bit. That night, the capital's South District took 8 full hours of rain. Victor Drake's 50 million in stock, before daybreak, turned into waterlogged scrap metal. Victor Drake stood at the warehouse door. In front of him were crates soaked through with ruined tuning parts. He did not move. He just stood there.
Dad, what do we do?
Blade came down with men, carrying iron rods. Their leather shoes hit the sewage, slapping through the dirty water.
Old man Drake heard the flood hit last night. All the goods are gone. 35 million. Principal and interest. Old man Drake, payment is due today. Where is my money?
Blade. Even selling everything, I cannot raise that kind of money.
You cannot raise it? Then it is simple. Your 3 vills, and both stalls are mine. For what is left, your son pays the rest.
Dad, do not let them take me away.
Blade, I am on my knees. Please, give me a few days. I will ask Jason Drake for money. He has money. He must.
Jason Drake? You mean the kid you blacklisted? You think he will lend you money? Keep dreaming. Right, I want the money in 3 days, or your son's leg comes off.
Victor Drake schemed through everything. In the end, a disaster beat him, but he did not know. This disaster, I saw coming long ago.
Jason, the news is everywhere. Victor Drake's warehouse flooded. 50 million in parts, gone. Blade is already collecting.
Got it.
Jason, you're unreal. Did you know all along the flood was coming?
I told you, in bikes, skill isn't everything. Weather matters too. Victor only knows business.
Those crews that ran to Lee's for their parts, they're all calling now. They want to buy from us again. What do we do?
Full price, not a cent off. Tell them. Ghost hand parts always sell. Olivia invited me to partner with her long ago, and now, it's time to chase my own dream. In the warm sunlight, Olivia sat by the window. When she saw me walk in, she gave me a warm smile.
Sit. What'll you drink?
Americano, no sugar.
Jason, the partnership I mentioned, have you thought it over?
What kind of partnership?
I fund it. You bring tech. We start a new racing company focused on developing high-performance Chinese bikes, targeting WSBK, the World Superbike Championship.
WSBK is world-class. It's the stage American riders dream of reaching. I never even dared dream that big, but Olivia put that chance right in front of me.
I know. That's why I came to you. You're the only Chinese rider I've seen with a real shot at that stage.
Why do you trust me so much? Even I don't know if I can pull it off.
Because I've watched every bike you built. On rally day, your front brake blew. You still won it, using only the rear brake.
She saw it happen, and I thought, nobody would care. How much are you putting in?
5 million up front. We can add more, but I want 40%. And I run the business. You handle the tech. That's all you touch.
40 is too much. Tech is my life. I want full control.
How much then?
You put up the cash. I give you 20%. But the company's R&D decisions are mine.
I'm not being stingy. Your negotiating is as tough as your wrench work.
If you think every bolt has to be tightened by me, others can pay, but they can't touch my handlebars.
30%. That's my limit. But I have one condition.
What condition?
World Superbike qualifying. You race it yourself. I don't trust any other rider. I trust only you.
She was right. I built this bike. No one knows its temper better. I wouldn't trust anyone else on it. Fine, I'll race.
Deal.
Deal. From that day on, Olivia Lane and I became partners, and together we'd carve out a new world. I'm partnering with Olivia for the next 4 months. Our goal is win WSBK, China qualifier title. Then we make worlds.
World Superbike. That's world-class racing. We don't even have a bike we built. What do we race with?
So we'll build one. This bike Codename, Ghost Hand X1. Engine, frame, suspension, ECU, all designed in-house.
Jason, you're making big moves.
Joe's right. WSBK isn't a joke, no joke, and I have to go all out.
Damn. Joe's never bowed to anyone. I respect the hell out of you.
But I know. This is my only shot. Not in someone else's shop, working for somebody else. It's about carving my name into the world track. Joe, the bore and stroke. Data. Check it again. Compression has to hit 13.5 to 1.
That ratio is too high. Fuel mapping and cooling have to be dead on. Once it detonates on track, the engine's toast.
I know. So we have to write our own ECU code, advance the ignition timing, just under the limit. That's X1's soul, no compromise.
This thing, nobody here has done before.
Then we'll be first.
Jason, how fast can it go?
Faster than any other domestic bike out there. I want it on the world track, against foreign brands, toe-to-toe. X1 R&D just started. I knew it. This road is 10 times harder than I thought. But I also know, once it works, the race road will be wide open. The Ghost Hand X1 I built sat silent on the lift. The gold Ghost Hand logo burned like twin flames. 3 months, 90 days and nights. From blank paper to this X1, I gave everything. Today, it sees daylight. Time to bring it out. Let everyone see. A real Dragon Nation bike. The instant the engine fired, a deep roar blasted out. It carried real pressure, a low thunder. It shook the pit area's tin roof until it trembled. Sunlight hit the bodywork. The carbon weave stood clear. Gold brake calipers flashed between the rims. In 1 second, thousands of eyes snapped over to the pit exit. Some people stood up. Some raised their phones. Some just gaped.
Look!
Ghost Hand's X1 is out! So sick! That bike sounds insane!
Guys, are you seeing this? This is our Dragon Nation, self-built race bike.
I rode the X1 onto the track. The stands went quiet, not from indifference, from shock. They had never seen a bike like this. Born from Dragon Nation soil, a true performance beast.
Ladies and gentlemen, now entering the track, Ghost Hand X1, developed by Dragon Nation rider Jason Drake and built by his own hands. In World Superbike history, it is the first Dragon Nation-made machine.
I knew those eyes. Back when I was a shop apprentice, bosses in imported cars came in for service. They looked at me the same way. Doubt, contempt, and attention they could not hide, because they knew something that scared them had arrived. The whole world seemed to fall silent. When the lights went out, I had only one thought. Show the world. Dragon Nation speed. From the launch, my Ghost Hand X1 showed total dominance. Turn 1 was a fast right. Entry speed hit 180 kilometers an hour, but I didn't wait to brake until the limit. The forks compressed all the way for almost a full second.
He never rolled off. Oh man, X1's cornering limit is insane. What kind of grip is that?
I know every part of this X1. I know its limit. Mine is right there. Today, I am showing everyone what this bike can really do.
Top speed on the straight, I'm down nearly 15 kilometers an hour. Ghost Hand X1's in-house engine, power delivery, is ridiculous.
I am already ahead by nearly 2 seconds. His lap times, keep holding, around 1 minute 45. On a domestic track, that number had never shown up.
Guys, Ghost Hand's up 2 seconds. 2 seconds means what? This isn't racing, it's a massacre.
By lap 5, I had caught up to the last rider. That rider had already been lapped by me. At this point, the race is one-sided. I'm leading alone. The riders behind me are fighting hard. Second place is Liam Lee from a foreign factory team. He is chasing full out, but in the corners, his bike is nowhere near X1 stability. 3 corners in a row, his rear tire kept hopping. The tires are badly worn.
What kind of beast is this X1? He's faster on the straight, and faster in the corners. He is impossible to catch. Save the tires, then push in the back half. X1 is a new bike. It could even fail on its own.
What disappointed them was, my X1 showed no signs of trouble. Lap 8. Lap time is still 1 minute 45.2. So steady, it's hopeless. Final lap. I am already ahead by nearly a lap. Then I go full throttle through the final turn. The bike hugs the curb. The rear tire slips. I brace it with my knee.
Across the line, Jason Drake, Ghost Hand S1. He has broken the track record once again. 16 full seconds ahead of second place. This is one of the greatest wins in our racing history.
All my work earned this result. As I stand on the podium and lift the champion's trophy, I know my real journey starts now.
Mr. Drake, you won by 16 seconds, the best qualifier time ever. What do you want to say?
My bike proved one thing. Our people, our nation. We can build world-class race bikes.
Next, you will represent our country at the World Superbike Championship against the world's top riders. Are you confident?
My bike has never let me down, and I will not let you down. World stage, here we come.
Jason, we did it. We really did it.
Jason, you are insane. Absolutely insane. Who knew our country had a rider like him? Hope on the world stage. He shocks us again.
Everyone around him was cheering. But Grant Drake had clenched his fists. Nails dug into flesh.
Why? Why do you stand there? Why do you get everything? My dad is dying in a hospital. I cannot even pay the bill.
Those cheers were like knives, stabbing Grant's ears. He left the street corner, walking against the crowd. All of this now was exactly what he deserved, but he could not accept it. Just watching my victory?
Jason Drake, you gave me no mercy, so do not blame me.
This is Dragon Nation's Ghost Hand X1 engine data. Watch the power curve. From 7,000 to 13,000 revs, the torque band is very flat. That means corner exits hit brutally hard.
That kind of tune demands serious engine life. How did Dragon Nation do it?
I do not know, but this bike is far stronger than expected. If he gets onto the world circuit, he becomes a threat.
A threat, Hans? You overrate them. A handmade dragon bike is no threat. Data is data. The track is the track.
Do not underestimate him. This Jason, on a home track, ran that lap time. Not by luck. We need a plan for the X1's weakness.
What weakness?
High-speed corners. His suspension favors mid and low-speed support. In high-speed turns, put pressure on him.
High-speed turns are my specialty. Dragon Nation can start crying. Jason, on Dragon Nation tracks, you can be king. But this is Europe. This is my turf. I will show you what real racing means.
Maxim, the new World Superbike season is about to begin. This year, one rider, Jason Drake from China, will race his own Ghost Hand X1. What do you think?
A Chinese rider? I have heard of him. He won back home, right? So what? This is the world stage. Not some Chinese amateur league.
But Ghost Hand X1, in the domestic qualifier, won by a huge. His lap time was 144.8. Even that, on the world stage, could still win races.
Lap time? Practice lap times mean absolutely nothing. Racing is real combat. Experience, nerves, racecraft. Do Chinese riders have that?
We analyzed that bike. Honestly, it is just a tuned garage build. But from world class, it is miles away. At Jerez Circuit, we estimate he will be at least 2 seconds slower.
Jason, if you see this interview, I suggest you enjoy your trip through Europe. See the sights, take some photos, because once the race starts, you might not even see my tail light.
China has an old saying, horse or mule, let it run. At Jerez Circuit, we will show the whole world what a real superbike is.
That foreign punk went way too far. What does he mean? Practice laps mean nothing? Our X1 earned that time for real.
This interview has gone viral online. Domestic bikers are furious. They want to flood Maxim with hate on social media.
Maxim, you are right. Practice lap times really mean nothing. On race day, I will make you take those words back.
Jason, are you not angry?
What good is anger? The more he looks down on me, the harder I win. After he loses, I will ask him, who could not see whose tail light.
Yeah, take him down.
Maxim's trash talk. I remember it. But only victory, on the track, is the strongest proof. I will make him know what Chinese riders can do.
World Round 1. It is in Spain. Jerez Circuit. High-speed corners everywhere. The engine and suspension get pushed hard. Our X1 setup favors mid and low speed. It needs major changes. Stiffen the front springs 1 step. Rear damping, up 2 clicks. Smaller rear sprocket, more top speed. If we do that, corner exit will suffer. Jerez has fast exits. Exit slow, and they pass us.
I know. So we make it back, under braking. Put in more aggressive brake pads. Brake later. They brake at 100 meters. We brake at 80.
Fine, your call.
You have pulled 3 all-nighters straight. Do it tomorrow.
No time. Round 1 is only a month away. The X1 still needs 2 track tests.
Jason, you already won at home. At Worlds, whatever happens, you are a hero. Do not burn yourself out.
Olivia, I am not going to Worlds to be a hero. I am proving one thing. Chinese riders lose to no one.
I believe you.
I ran lap after lap, testing the new suspension setup.
Jason, this corner's limit is already reached. Do not push it. 144.2, 0.6 faster than daytime.
Good. The pace now keeps improving every second, and the X1 still has more in it.
Jason, but this is already your limit. Any faster gets dangerous.
So, I cannot betray his trust. Joe is right. Any faster gets dangerous. So I have to get stronger. I will make those damn foreign hotshots know. This is Dragon Nation power.
Data is confirmed. Front tire 2.3, rear 2.1. Shock damping. Use last night's setup.
Good. 10 laps first. Feel out the surface. I put on my helmet, then swung onto the X1. The titanium exhaust roared. Across the empty track, it exploded. Echoes bounced off the grandstands, like thunder.
Sure, it sounds loud. Who knows how it runs?
I rolled on the X1's throttle and entered the track. Lap 1, warm the tires, not too fast. The X1 weaved through the turns, building tire heat. Lap 2, I opened it up.
His corner entry speed is faster than I expected.
No, in his data, he should be slower in fast bends. So why is he this quick?
Lap 3, I started pushing. The X1's straightaway top speed hit 298 kilometers an hour. That beat KT factory data by 3 kilometers an hour. Joe stared from the pit at the speed gun. His eyes went wide.
Jason, straightaway top speed 298. Watch front wheel stability.
I said nothing. I focused on every lap. Lap 4, at turn 7, a fast right, downhill, I pulled a move that shut everyone up.
No way. His bike control is beyond what we expected.
Nice run. Lap time?
Fastest lap. 1 minute, 41.8. The whole place went silent. At Jerez, in unofficial testing history, it was third fastest. Faster than KTM, factory team's best, by 0.3 seconds.
1 minute, 41.8. This Dragon Nation guy. Is this really his first time at Jerez? Hans's data. Where did it go wrong? Or maybe he is stronger than the data.
I knew it. Maxim's face said it all. He was shocked and furious. But I knew this was only testing. On race day, he would bring everything he had. And my X1 still had a card to play. Tire temp is not ideal yet. One more run this afternoon. This afternoon, we should hit 141.5. On the grid, 20 elite bikes, all lined up. WSBK runs 3 races. Super Pole, plus 2 main races. Final points decide the champion. Today is race 1. I put my helmet on. I dropped the visor and steadied my breathing. I saw Maxim's move and read his plan, so I didn't take his line. At turn 1, I went outside, higher entry speed, let the X1 pull alongside Maxim.
Oh my god. Dragon Nation's Jason Drake is already beside Maxim at turn 1. That X1 launch is insane.
Impossible. How is his straight line speed this far above the data?
I kept the lead. Every lap stayed steady, near 142. Behind me, Maxim chased like mad. But the gap stayed over a second.
Dragon Nation's Jason Drake wins WSBK Jerez, Race 1. In Dragon Nation Racing, this is history.
Maxim, your thoughts on today's result?
That was just race 1. He got lucky today. My bike had an issue on the warm-up lap. Tomorrow I'll show him who the real champion is.
Race 1. I won. But race 2 is tomorrow. Maxim won't surrender that easily. I won't give him one.
Damn it. How does he have a bike that fast? 2 races left.
He's faster than he was in China. Way faster.
But right then, one phone call made Maxim light up.
Maxim, a Chinese guy contacted me. Says he has Jason's bike parameters.
Where is he? Bring him in. We went through hell to get you here. If you lie to me, you are dead.
Relax, I copied this from Jason's computer a while back. It's not the latest version, but it will help you.
I'll check it. On the computer appeared the technical files I once saved there. Those files later helped me build the X1 at the key stage.
Good. We can analyze this bike's core setup and break through. 2 million. Money hits your account.
You have to win this. I want Jason in the abyss.
I never imagined that data I saved while building a bike on my computer had been secretly copied by Grant. And it became my biggest crisis. This time, I found it. Maxim. Every time he targets my cornering style, he boxes me out, so I can't unleash X1 at full power. By lap 3, Maxim starts pulling away. His lap time is 0.8 seconds faster than yesterday. Every turn was more extreme than yesterday.
The Dragon Nation data finally matches. His tire pressure, his entry speed, his brake point. It's all in my head. Jason Drake, you're done.
He knows what I'm doing. Every turn, he gets there early and blocks my line. That feeling is like he's read me. He knows my data that well. Then X1's performance must have leaked.
Maxim, today, your performance is nothing like your last few races. What changed so fast?
It was my first race against the Dragon Nation rider. I wasn't familiar with him. Now I'm adjusted, and I'm attacking his weak point.
He got my data. Someone sold him my X1 setup sheet.
How do you know?
His lines, his breakpoints, and how he defends me, all aimed at me. He knows my move.
Who was it?
It had to be Grant Drake. Grant Drake, so you finally made a move. But you think that'll bring me down? Tomorrow's the last race. Super pole, 10-lap sprint.
What do you do? Maxim has our full data, all of it. Every move you make, he can predict.
Then I won't follow setup.
What?
Final race, I won't run the plan. Breakpoint, corner line, throttle timing, all changed on the fly. He can't guess my move, because I don't know what I'll do.
Too risky. You don't even have rhythm. How do you race?
I have no rhythm. Neither does he. In the end, it's not data. It's guts. Final race. My fight for honor. No matter what, I have to win. At this point, I'm already in the World Superbike season finale. This track is built into the mountain. The elevation swings hard. And this is the final race.
Kid, give up.
When the race starts, all the bikes shoot out. Maxim launches hard. He seals the inside on the first turn. Every brake point is dead on. He knows my next move before I do. By lap 3, on the steepest crest section, I stay on throttle. I pin it uphill. X1 touchdown 4 times. Every landing held.
Jason hits full throttle again, over the crest. He's got insane guts. Who floors it there? Only him.
That damned guy. He changed tactics. But if you do that, aren't you risking your life? No.
From laps 5 to 8, I held the lead. Maxim was behind me, chasing hard. But over the crest, I had him. I gained 0.2 each lap. Until the very end, I crossed first.
Portimao was mine. The final round win. Chinese rider Jason Drake has proved himself again with fearless riding. Over the crest, he beat Maxim.
The commentator's voice rang out. Right then, I knew I had proved myself again, and I proved Chinese riders belong on this stage. The bike was parked. When I got back inside, everyone came up to congratulate me.
Attaboy. I backed the right guy.
You, man, you ride like death.
I want to live, but I wanted that title more.
Jason Drake, you won by a huge margin. What do you want to say?
Thank you to my friends. And I want everyone to know, China loses to no one. When I stood on the podium, lifting the overall title, trophy high, it felt like the world was cheering for me. I had not only proved my own worth, I also proved that Chinese riders will never lose to anyone. After that, we went back home. Olivia spent 2 weeks working through friends in Europe, got all the evidence on Grant and Hans, including hotel garage footage of Grant meeting Hans, plus surveillance stills from the cameras, plus Hans's transfer records to Grant. Ironclad proof.
I found it. Mr. Maxim, based on Mr. Drake's submitted evidence, your team is suspected of stealing trade secrets. The ruling, your season results are voided, and you're banned from World Superbike for 3 years.
No! This is a setup.
Your technical director, Mr. Weber, has already confessed. He said, you ordered him to buy Jason Drake's technical data. Still denying it?
Maxim got what he deserved, and Grant Drake too. When Grant was arrested, he was already back home. He used the money he made to pay down loan shark debt, but his own fate was prison time. Even after paying some back, he still owed way too much. Besides, this time, he was also accused of stealing data and rigging the race. So, he was sent straight to prison. But all of it was what he deserved. I bought the old Drake Moto Works for a bargain price. Grant was in prison. His father was hospitalized. Everything they owned, I bought cheap. When that Drake Moto Works sign came down, mine went up. That became Shuyao Custom Garage's 5th branch. 2 years later, all my ventures were on track. In those 2 years, my company nearly dominated the province's custom market. We also built its largest parts factory. The motorcycle parts we made matched any imported parts. My father left the hospital and moved with my mother into a Riverview villa. Every day, they played chess and practiced Tai Chi. Meanwhile, I also won motorcycling's Grand Slam. 6 months later, Olivia and I got married. The wedding was packed. I held Olivia in her white gown as our family and friends cheered, walking into the ceremony. From the corner of my eye, across the road, I saw a filthy man, dressed like a beggar. He hid behind a utility pole, staring. It was Grant. He was out of prison, but he had nothing left, only that look of jealousy and despair. I glanced at him once, then looked away. I lowered my head and kissed my bride. My future was blazing bright.